All right, guys, we have 2 more bits of movie news to cover before we take your live comments. Yeah, I'm not gonna intro this. It's just gonna be, it is what it is. IGN is now reporting that Mads Mikkelsen is denying the rumors or the claims that he is replacing Johnny Depp in the Fantastic Beasts 3 movie, and also the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Here's what IGN has to say about it. So IGN spoke to actor Mads Mikkelsen on Monday to promote their exclusive Chaos Walking trailer debut. Mads Mikkelsen, of course, is in the film Chaos Walking with Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. During the interview, they asked Mads Mikkelsen about his involvement in Fantastic 3. Jumping on down here, this is what Mads Mikkelsen had to say. He said, "Oh, that's just a rumor. That is on the rumor basis as we speak," Mikkelsen told IGN over the phone. "So I know as much as you do from the newspapers. So I'm waiting for that phone call." IGN goes on to say maybe Mikkelsen is simply playing coy until the deal is signed, or perhaps word of the studio's desire to cast him leaked before they were ready to make him an offer. In any event, as soon as Depp's replacement is official, we'll let you know. So that's what IGN is saying. I want to switch gears and jump over to Deadline. This is what Deadline had to say about this last week. Deadline was the first news outlet to break the story in saying that Mads Mikkelsen is in talks to replace Johnny Depp in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Right here in the first paragraph. So they put Mads Mikkelsen atop the list of actors, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Sources say, here, let's jump halfway through. Sources say he is Yates's choice to play Grindelwald and is in early talks. Now, what does that mean? He's in early talks. This is something that we hear about often. Oh, so-and-so is in talks to play this. So-and-so is in talks to play that, right? Here's what is in talks to play this role means. An offer has been extended by the studio, and the actor has said, yes, I will play that role. That's what in talks means. They've already accepted the role. Now they just have to negotiate money. Money. It is my personal theory. That Mads Mikkelsen denying publicly, saying, "Oh, no, those are just rumors." I think he actually is going to play Grindelwald. He just finished doing the reshoots for Chaos Walking, so that movie's done in the can, essentially, as they say. As far as I know, he doesn't have any projects coming up immediately. Somebody can fact check me on that, but it would appear that he is kind of open to do this right now. Here's another thing. Fantastic Beasts 3 is filming right now. Johnny Depp, at the time that he was let go from the film, he's already filmed a scene or two, at least one scene. He's already started filming. So now they have to refilm that scene, whatever that scene is, right? So it's not outside of the realm of impossibility to say that Mads Mikkelsen is just playing coy, that he is trying to squelch some of these rumors, because there is still the possibility that they don't work out a deal. They need to work out a deal quick because they're already filming Fantastic Beasts 3. So in the event that they don't work out a deal with Mads Mikkelsen, which I believe is happening, I believe he's accepted the role. So if they don't strike a deal quick, this could also be Mads Mikkelsen's way of just saying, "Oh, no, I'm not in the movie." And then when the first trailer comes out, or even maybe when the movie itself comes out, they may actually kind of use that as like surprise, ta-da, and pull a Benedict Cumberbatch on us from Star Trek 2 Into Darkness. They may try to do something like that, but yeah, I don't know. Andy, like, what are your thoughts here? Do you think that Mads Mikkelsen is going to be in Fantastic Beasts 3, or do you think that he's yeah, like, do you think that he's playing coy, or do you think he's actually genuinely not going to do it? Where do you stand?
I think there's definitely lots of validity to what you're saying, to him playing coy, just because, history has definitely shown other actors in this scenario doing this exact move. And I also see how production could try to work him into film scenes that they've already filmed, similar to how in Fantastic Beasts 1, Colin Farrell's character was transitioned into Johnny Depp, into Grindelwald, through in one of those final
Yep.
scenes. And so I think it's very possible that they could write a scene that involves Johnny Depp's character Grindelwald shape-shifting from Johnny Depp into Mads Mikkelsen,
Ooh, that's
and
an interesting
trying to
theory.
use some of what he's trying to use what they've already filmed. They could rewrite the script. They could say, oh, what there was some magical spell. What if there was some sort of magical cloak that forced him to have to present himself as Johnny Depp, though looking like Johnny Depp, but then his real form turned out to be Mads Mikkelsen,
That would
and
be
then
interesting.
maybe that would be interesting. And then they could also say not only Mads Mikkelsen, but it's Mad Mikkelsen's with big horns or
You
something, so
know,
that way they don't
here's
make it
another possibility that we haven't considered yet. It's possible that this Mads Mikkelsen thing really is genuinely not true. I mean, here's the thing. When Deadline broke the news, Deadline is not some Joe's gas station garage movie news outlet. Like, they are a legitimate news trade. Like, they're very well respected, and when they break news, 99% of the time it's accurate. Like, when they report something, chances are very extremely likely that it's true. Is it possible that they got it wrong? Yeah, of course. Of course it's possible that they got it wrong. It doesn't sound like they got it wrong though. But let's go on the assumption that, maybe they did. Maybe they got a little ahead of themselves. I mean, because the Johnny Depp situation is so fresh in the news right now. It's possible that they got it wrong, but here's another possibility if they did get it wrong. What if, kind of going along with your theory here, what if they bring back Colin Farrell?
That's an interesting thought. I think that's definitely something that could be written in. I do think that they do have to be careful with how much rewriting they have to
Of
do.
course. Yeah.
So I think there's only so much they can do before saying, you know what, you got us. We're just recasting. You just have to use, you have to use your imagination. You have to, with suspense and
This
disbelief
happens all
here.
the time.
Sorry.
Like, I understand that Dumbledore was a very different situation, but, they recast Dumbledore and they never addressed it. It was just, hey, it is what it is. Moving on, Like, recasts happen in franchises. I mean, for heaven's sakes, Fantastic Beasts, the first one came out 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And so the next one is going to be, let's just say 2021. And then we know that there's another 2. There's a total of 5 Fantastic Beasts movies. So it's really difficult when you're talking about having the longevity of a franchise. We've seen this in the MCU, people go for a certain amount of time and then you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. And then they recast and they carry on,
I think what's interesting is, there are movies that sometimes will actually make an attempt to explain somehow some creative reason that why the actor or why their form changed. Like, there are a lot of movies that don't explain it because it's obvious. So like Harry Potter, with Dumbledore, they recast him and everybody kind of knew, oh, Richard, what's his face?
I believe his
Richard,
last name is what's his face.
yeah, exactly. Richard,
Yeah.
what's his face? But they knew that the original actor had passed away, so they didn't bother. They didn't explain why he looked different. And with Avengers, they didn't explain why Edward Norton all of a sudden looks like Mark Ruffalo.
You don't need
But
to.
there are
You don't need
movies.
to.
Yeah, you don't need to. There are movies that have, though, like The Matrix, the third Matrix movie, from Matrix Reloaded to Matrix Revolutions. The woman who played the Oracle,
That's right. Yeah.
she had died after Reloaded, and they recast her in the third one. And not only did they recast her, they actually made an active effort to explain in the movie why she looked different. Like they say, oh, because they explained it because the timeline of the humanity and the timeline of the Matrix didn't go in the direction it was supposed to go because Neo didn't do what it was supposed to do. Now the Oracle looks different and it affected everything in the Matrix. So they actually make it try to affect how things look in the universe through creative
Well, I
rewrites.
think one of the best examples of this was also in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. When Heath Ledger died,
Yeah.
they were still like, he's the star of the movie. So when you have the star of your movie die halfway through filming, you either going to have to recast and refilm the entire movie from scratch, or come up with a creative solution. And what they did is they got Colin Farrell, Johnny Depp, and Jude Law to play the Heath Ledger part whenever the Heath Ledger character was inside of the Imaginarium. And so he just took on a different form. So they rewrote the story ever so slightly to accommodate this crazy turn of events. So, I mean, sometimes you can get creative with it. Sometimes you have to address it, like in Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Or, I mean, just not make it a non-issue, like in Harry Potter. Question is for you guys. Do you think that Mads Mikkelsen is telling the truth in saying that these are just rumors, that he's not been contacted? Or are you kind of more along our line of thinking and saying like, no, he's just playing coy for now. He's definitely going to play Grindelwald. I would love to see him play Grindelwald. I think that would be a huge draw for me. But yeah, where do you guys stand on it? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Batman from the animated series would want you to do. His name is Batman.